Good morning, children. Today we are going to do exercise 3.4 of chapter number 3, that is understanding quadrilaterals. Now, children, I gave you exercise 3.4 question number 1, 2 and 3. Now, first of all, I want to discuss all these questions. Now, question number 1 was state whether true or false. Number A was all rectangles are square. Now it is false because all squares are rectangles, but all rectangles are not squares. Number B was all rhombuses are parallelogram. Now it is true because opposite sides of a rhombus are equal and parallel to each other. Number C was all squares are rhombuses and also rectangles. Now it is true. All squares are rhombuses as all sides of a square are of equal length, and all squares are also rectangles as each internal angle measures 90 degree. Now number D was all squares are not parallelogram. Now it is false because all squares are parallelogram as opposite sides are equal and parallel. Now number E was all kites are rhombuses. It is false because a kite does not have all sides of the same length. Number F was all rhombuses are kites. Now it is true as all rhombuses also has two distinct consecutive pairs of equal length. Now number G was all parallelograms are trapeziums. Now it is true because all parallelograms have a pair of parallel sides. Number H is all squares are trapeziums. Now it is true because all squares have a pair of parallel side. I think everything is clear. Question number 2 was identify all the quadrilaterals that have number 1 four sides of equal length. Now all of us know that rhombus and square are the quadrilaterals that have four sides of equal length. Number B was identify all the quadrilaterals that have four right angles. All of us know that square and rectangle are the quadrilaterals that have four right angles. I think it's clear. Yes. Question number 3 is explain how a square is a quadrilateral, a parallelogram, a rhombus and a rectangle. Now we will deal all these questions one by one. Now first of all we will know that how a square is a quadrilateral. Now a square is a quadrilateral since it has four sides, because all of you know quadrilateral means a figure bounded by four sides. Now square has four sides, so it is a quadrilateral. Now B number is how a square is a parallelogram. Now the answer is a square is a parallelogram since its opposite sides are parallel to each other. All of you know that in a square the opposite sides are parallel to each other. So obviously square is a parallelogram. Number C is how a square is a rhombus. Now a square is a rhombus since its four sides are of the same length. Now all of you know that in a square all the sides are of equal length. That is why it is a rhombus, because in rhombus also all the sides are of equal length. Number D is how a square is a rectangle. Now a square is a rectangle since each interior angle measures 90 degree. Now question number 4 is name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals bisect each other. The answers are parallelogram, rhombus, square and rectangle. So all of you must remember that in a parallelogram the diagonals bisect each other. In rhombus the diagonals bisect each other. In square the diagonals bisect each other, and in rectangle the diagonals bisect each other. So the answer is parallelogram, rhombus, square and rectangle. These are the quadrilaterals whose diagonals bisect each other. Now be careful, I am saying bisect. Bisect means they are just cutting each other. Clear? Question number B is name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. Perpendicular bisector. B is Name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. Perpendicular bisector means they cut each other at 90 degree. Number A was bisect and number B is perpendicular bisector, means it is cutting, but it is cutting at 90 degree. Now the answer is rhombus and square. So answer is only rhombus and square. Here we will not write parallelogram, we will not write rectangle. Only the answer is rhombus and square. Now number 3 is name the quadrilateral whose diagonals are equal. Now the answer is rectangle and square. Means in rectangle and square the diagonals are equal, not in other quadrilaterals. I think the things are very much clear to you. Question number 5 is explain why a rectangle is a convex quadrilateral. Why is it a convex quadrilateral? Now the answer is in a rectangle there are two diagonals. Now both lying in the interior of the rectangle. Interior means inside of the rectangle. When both the diagonals are in the interior, then it is called convex quadrilateral. This is the reason that rectangle is called a convex quadrilateral. Now when both the diagonals are not inside, then it is called concave quadrilateral. But here in rectangle both the diagonals lie in the interior of it. So that is why it is called convex quadrilateral. Question number 6 is ABC is a right angle triangle and O is the midpoint of the side opposite to the right angle. Explain why O is equidistant from A, B and C. Now here you will have to draw a dotted line. The dotted lines are drawn additional to help you to understand it. Clear? Now the solution will be, first of all you will have to draw lines AD and DC such that AD is parallel to BC and AB is parallel to DC. Now AD is equals to BC and AB is equals to DC. Now ABCD has become a rectangle, and in rectangle as opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other and all the interior angles are of 90 degree. So in a rectangle we know that diagonals are of equal length and also bisect each other. Hence AO is equals to OC and BO is equals to OD. Thus O is equidistant from A, B and C. I think all of you have understood. Let me explain it again. Now here we were given ABC a right angle triangle. Now what we did, we draw the lines from A and from C. It was AD and DC, and then it was converted into a rectangle. And now in a rectangle all of us know that the diagonals bisect each other, and when they bisect each other, so obviously AO, OB, OC and OD are equal. That is why it is said that O is equidistant from A, B and C. I think all of you have understood. Now children, today I will be giving you question number 4, 5 and 6 as your practice.